guys, I'm just on a little walk at the moment. I'm coming back to the same place I came to last night. This vlog really, it's simply about how do you get better at photography. It's going to be trying to, nothing too deep or nothing too up my own arse type of thing. It's just trying to teach how I've learnt basically. Basically I walked out, if you can see in the distance there, that's St Anne's, or I think in the distance there where the sun's setting, it's a place called Lytham St Anne's, and I'm about a mile away. I'm at Granny's Bay or near back of Fairhaven Lake, and the subject that I'm trying to take a picture of is roughly about a mile away. So all I've got tonight is a camera, the tripod, and that's about it. I've got no filters because unfortunately they don't fit on a 500mm lens. But all it is I'm just trying to teach people how to get better at photography. Now, it was just funny because last night I walked straight across all the grass over there, which you can see where my footprints have come down, and just about here it's a swamp. It's an absolute swamp, and my boots have took all day out, took all day to dry. And tonight I did exactly the same thing. I walked straight through it all now. My shoelaces, they stink. I can't even do them up. They're all loose. They're all full of marsh mud, stink of fish and all sorts of crap, you know. But sometimes we just don't learn. And I think with photography you've got to kind of, how I learnt, and I'm still learning, you know, you can have award-winning images, you can be shortlisted for this, you can have all sorts of things, but if people don't say they're not learning, you know, I'm 47, I think I've still got loads to learn, to be honest. And I learned by simply coming out and trying again. Now, last night I've been here now 4 nights, not 4 nights in a row, but I think I've been 3 nights and 1 night last week. The plan was to get the sun setting behind the old pier in St Anne's, and I'm just about far enough away now for it to look quite big with a 500mm lens. Last night I came down and it just got into a bank of cloud. I can't see any cloud at the moment. There is wispy clouds, but it's not stopping the view as such. I can see the horizon as well, so we'll see if we can get a shot. But the point I'm trying to make is that for me, learning is repeating and trying to do the same thing over and over again until you get good at that one thing. So this, hopefully, fingers crossed tonight, you might see some results, but if we don't, I'll probably try again next week because I want to get the shot. I'm determined to get it. And while I've got this lens, Nikon have kind of lent me this 500mm lens, so I've took loads of moon shots, loads of bird shots, you name it. I've took everything I possibly can with it, and it's an absolutely belting lens. And this will be the icing on the cake if I can get this. So like I say, I'm going to try in a bit. I might talk you through some of this, if I can speak properly. I might try and talk you through some of the settings, but they're very simple, to be fair. Just f5.8, sorry, 5.6. I've been at ISO about 250 I've been at, and I've also been at like 1/1000th of a second, because when you're taking a picture of the sun it's too bright, so you want the fastest shutter speed as possible, but tonight it might even be faster, to be fair. So I'll get set up in a bit. I'm going to go for a walk really. I'm going to go and enjoy the beach, just going to get used to just going to go and stretch the legs really, and try and dry these boots off, and yeah, just see how we get on. So as you can see there, that's the back of the camera. At the moment, I'm only at f8 ISO 80 and I got 1/100th of a second. Just lift the camera up a little bit and you can just about see just how far away we are dealing. Now, I think it's about 3/4 of a mile, to be fair, as the screen goes off. I'll just show you a quick shot. So if I zoom in on the back of the camera there, that's the shot I've just taken, if you can see it. I'm not too sure. There we are, we're zooming, lots of people milling about. But like I say, at the moment, again like last night, when the sun gets to the horizon, it just seems to disappear into a lot of murk. But I'm hoping that as it gets right on the horizon, it's still like that, but I can still actually make out the sun. But we'll see. Can't give up tonight. Not too sure if you can see the back of that. I'm not too sure if it's going to work, but if I turn the exposure right down and zoom in fact, I'll go back up. It's going to go off now. I'll go back up. I'll put the exposure up a little bit. There's people walking past. A seagull there. But just behind them, if I zoom out a little bit, see if that helps. Where that people is there. I'm sure I can make out in the distance there. See those wind turbines I was talking about last night? These wind turbines are at a place called Walney Island, which is just off Barrow-in-Furness. And so go down a little bit. There we go. Sorry if the sound's really rubbish, because I'm on my phone. There we go. Look at all them wind turbines there. Look. What's happening now is at the moment the sun's coming right out of it. The sun's going to pop out, and I think we're going to see the sun just below that gap there in a bit. And I'm hoping it's going to go right behind the back of the pier. But can you see them? I'm going to take a shot now. It's just going to go off a minute. See, it's really overexposed that, but I just wanted to show you. Just wanted to show you the wind turbines. And if you look to the left, I'm sure I can see the Isle of Man. But anyway, we're going to crack on in a minute and see if I get another shot. So this is what I try and do normally. So this is where I'm stood, or this is where, if I get this button here and press it, that's the location. It's just moved me about 10 or 20 meters. Now if I follow that line of the sun, which is the orange one, it's saying it's just to the left of the pier. So ideally what I need to do now is move inshore a little bit, maybe 10 or 20 meters. So if I move there, put the arrow down again, and have we look back up towards St Anne's, how far away it is. That's near enough bob on that, to be fair. So that's what I'll do. So what I'm going to do in a minute is I'll spin round and walk back to the beach just a little bit more, because I want it to be right perfect. So I'm not too sure if you can see that or not. Well, here I am. I'll just zoom in to where we are. We're at the moment, we're at a place called Lytham St Anne's. And the sun is going to set and it's going to drop. I'll just zoom out. It's just going to drop past the corner of the Isle of Man. And I think that, don't quote me on this, but I might have to ask Starman. I'm not too sure how many miles away it is. But at the moment, on the back of my camera, I'm positive I can actually see the Isle of Man. All the way from here in St Anne's. As you can see in a minute, I'll just take a picture. as you can see there, just if I lift the camera up there, luckily you can just about see if I zoom in or out. That's it, right there. I'll zoom out. There's a bit of a cloud, you can see the cloud behind it, but as you can see there, the moon, sorry, the sun is just kind of just setting. I think I've just about captured it. If that wasn't that dark cloud that was above here, sorry, the dark cloud that was above it, it'd look ace that. But as you can see, all the wind turbines over in Walney and the sun moving down slowly. It's really, really good. It's really epic that. I'm loving this. What a shot this is. I just need to move over now to the right. I want to get the top of the sun if I possibly can. So when the sun, you can see the top of the sun, I'll move back out towards the sea again, because it's moving fairly quick there. If you just watch the back of the camera, that sun is setting really, really quick. So I'll get set up and I'll take another quick shot. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed that. Not too sure if you can see it or not. There's still a bit of colour just behind the jetty at the moment. I'll take one more shot as we go. The sky's a lovely pink colour, to be fair. I'm really not too sure if this sounds any good. I've got my hand over the microphone, but no, it looks amazing, to be honest. It always looks amazing. We're lucky to be out in the sunshine. We've been locked up so long. Everywhere you go looks amazing, and it's just nice to be out enjoying yourself. As you can see behind me there, I don't think we can zoom in. I'll just try and get it to go at the top there, but look, just look at that lovely bit of colour just behind that pier. So I'll take a few more shots, post them, and I'll post all the results I got, and then I'm going to walk back to the car. But like I said the other night with these mobile phone things, I'm not going to do the piece to camera when I get back to the car. I'll just post a series of images now, and hope you enjoy them, and until next time, take care.